Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be re-reviewing the DC Direct 1/6 scale Dr. Manhattan. So yes, here we have Dr. Manhattan, and if you go back on my channel about 3 years, maybe more now, this was the first thing I ever reviewed. And it was one of my earliest purchases, I believe. And he is just one of those things that I've had for a long time, and definitely deserves a re-review. He is really cool. He comes with a suit, as well as just his normal, not wearing any clothes form here. He is very nicely articulated, and is overall just a very cool figure. So let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt paint details, all those sorts of things. Starting off, quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Dr. Manhattan. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Superior Spider-Man, and our 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. Technically, I suppose Dr. Manhattan could be in scale with either one of them, since he can be any size he wants to be, theoretically. But in terms of being a normal size figure, he is way bigger than both of them. If there were smaller Watchmen figures, you could use this as sort of Dr. Manhattan's giant form. I guess it would, like I said, he can be as big as he wants to be, so it could work with any scale of other Watchmen figures you want to use. Anyway, let's get the other two out of here and just look at Dr. Manhattan. Alright, moving on to our 360 spins. I'm going to be doing 2 360 spins today, since Dr. Manhattan has 2 very distinctive ways he can look. Anyway, as you can see, this is his disrobed form. The only thing he has on is his little undergarment there. That's not removable, so you can't get full movie-accurate genitalia or anything like that, which is unfortunate. Anyway, his body is mostly blue. As a matter of fact, it's entirely blue. There's lots of muscular work and veins and stuff, which looks all very nice. And that's really pretty much it. He has 2 open hands on right now, but he also comes with a pair of fist hands. And there's really not a lot to look at in terms of body detail. All the sculpting and stuff looks very nice, very nice anatomy work and all those sorts of things. But there's not really a whole lot to actually look at. So let's go ahead and move on to his suit 360 spin. And here is the 360 spin of him with the suit on. It is a pretty standard black suit. Of course, all the main parts of it are black, and then underneath that he does have a vest, and then a white shirt, and a tie. He has a little pocket in the front with a little white handkerchief coming out of there. Down at the bottom he has some black shiny shoes. Those do have fake laces in them, and they are incredibly difficult to get off. The shoes on mine are actually broken from trying to get them off in various different circumstances. The suit is entirely removable via snaps and things. As you've already seen, he is capable of being displayed either way. So depending upon what sort of scenario you want him to be displayed in, you can use the suit or you cannot use it. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that head sculpt. Alright, zooming in, you can see Dr. Manhattan's head sculpt, and I believe it is done very well. I believe it matches a fairly decent resemblance to Billy Crudup, who played him in the movie. He has a pretty much entirely blue complexion, which is what he should have. He does have some eyebrows there. His eyes are rimmed with black and are white. He has his atomic symbol there on his forehead. And he's got some ears sculpted there on the side. Of course, he has no hair, as he should not. And overall, it is a very nice head sculpt. Now let's zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Dr. Manhattan is very good, pretty much what you would expect from a figure in this line. He has a ball peg head that rotates, tilts side to side very nicely, and goes all the way back, all the way forward. Very good head articulation, ball joint shoulders, in and out, forward and back, bicep cut, double jointed elbows, wrist cuts. Some hinges would be nice, but they don't seem to be very common in this series. Abdominal joint that moves forward and back, waist cut, another waist joint down below that pops in and out, and rotates a little bit, but not enough to really matter. DCUC style hips, in and out, forward and back. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, shin cut, and an ankle cut. That's a bit repetitive and unnecessary. And an ankle hinge. So you can get him into pretty much any pose you really need to. So that's all very good. Accessories-wise, Dr. Manhattan comes with 2 sets of hands, a stand, and of course his clothing. So let's go ahead and look at all of that. So Dr. Manhattan comes with 2 of these flat open hands, which have lots of nice little veins and stuff sculpted into them. And unlike normal flat open hands, these have little bendy wires in them, so you can bend his fingers in whatever position you so desire. Be very careful with these. Don't bend them too much, as they will break. I believe one of the wires on the other hand of mine is broken. So be very careful with those. Try not to move them around too much and be very gentle with them. And then Dr. Manhattan comes with 2 of these fist hands, which have the similar amount of detail, but they're made out of really, really hard plastic. And such hard plastic that they're really, really difficult to get on. He comes with them in package, so they're also really, really difficult to get off, which is why I've not put them on. I would be really careful trying to do anything with these. Luckily, I don't use them for display purposes, as I like the open hands, but if you want to use them, be careful, because they're very, very difficult to do anything with. And here's another quick look at Dr. Manhattan's clothing, mostly the stuff that you couldn't really see while he was wearing the whole suit. Here's his vest here, here's a shirt and tie, and here you can see the belt that was on his pants. It's got a proper little buckle and everything on there like that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stand real quick. Dr. Manhattan comes with a standard stand for this series. You got your waist loop here, which is adjustable along that rod, and then it's got the atomic symbol down there on the base. That wraps it up for Dr. Manhattan and all of his accessories, so let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Dr. Manhattan comes with standard packaging for this series. You got your big box here, picture of the figure there on the front, Watchmen logo alongside, Dr. Manhattan 1/6 scale deluxe collector's figure. Open up your door here, and then on the inside, got your big window that displays the figure, and then a picture of the figure and a little bit of a description down there at the bottom. On the back, picture of the figure, scene from the movie. Also available are Rorschach and the Comedian. I don't have either one of those, but they're probably cool if you want to get those. And there is also another little description. As is always the case with this kind of packaging, it's not really good for in-package display unless you have something to prop open the window. So yeah, Dr. Manhattan. Alright, that wraps it up for Dr. Manhattan. So until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.